What's up, guys? So last week, basically after we got loaded at the port, my truck would not start, would not crank, nothing. So I ended up having to get it towed. After I tried to jump start it, I got jumper cables in my truck for about half an hour. Some owner operator was helping me out for a while. Then I couldn't start it, so had to get towed. Ended up in the hotel, eating dinner out there, staying. This was like Tuesday, the week after
What's up, man?
Thanksgiving.
Showing you guys my dinner. Yeah, as you see, we back in the Momo, back in the hotel, trying to figure it out. Yeah, is this gonna be? Is this gonna be the last day? Is this gonna be our last day? Maybe after this time we get out of the shop, the truck might be fully functional. Yeah, we are back in the shop. I didn't make any videos of me actually going to the shop, getting towed. However, that's where we're at. All right, to make a short story even shorter. After I got loaded out here in Baltimore, basically the truck wouldn't crank, wouldn't start. I know some of y'all are probably thinking, "Dang, Mike, why'd you even shut down the truck? You should have just let it run." I should have let it idle. Honestly, I just woke up out here in Baltimore, um, at that terminal warehouse. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but it's kind of like in a port type little area. Not really. Uh, by downtown Baltimore. But anyways, got loaded, woke up, got loaded. Was like one of like two trucks out there that stayed the night. Made it down here from PA Monday night. So this was Tuesday morning. It is now Thursday. Truck is in the shop, and they're still continuing to diagnose it. And they're coming out with different things that it could possibly be. Um, Pretty much right now they had opened up a tech case with TCS, TSC, whatever they're called. Some people dealing with the manufacturer um, to for some technical support. Basically, they don't know what is wrong with it until they tell them what test to run and what it could be, what they can do. I've heard that it could be um, the shifter. They said it was maybe the shifter, like the actual the actual driving shift. And I heard it could be the computer that sits on top of the transmission. I heard it could be a bad relay. I heard it could be the start. The starter just got replaced, so it could be the starter solenoid. I mean, it's a number of things that it could be. Why it wouldn't start, why it wouldn't crank. Mind you, this is our fourth, fourth time at the dealership in 60 days. So yeah, it's been kind of rough. I talked to another driver today, and even they were asking me like, "Dang man, why you still there? Why you even you stuck around?" Yeah, well, let's talk about that. All right, y'all. Basically, to break it down to you, so running um, basically as self-employed or as a sole proprietor or under an LLC, you have deductions, you have maintenance, you have taxes on your business that you got to pay. So basically, I'm thinking just starting out. I mean, I did run 1099 the beginning of the year, and then I switched to a company driver, and then I came back to 1099. Right, kind of a mess this tax year. And the first portion of the year, I probably made like 30,000 with the one company, and then I went to be a company driver, and then probably made like another 30, 40,000. And then now I'm at Blair, and most of the time we've been in the shop. We've been here about 9 weeks, and out of those 9 weeks, about 5 of them, I've seen some dealership in one form or another, one state or another, in my own state. Um, right, just leaving, just picking up the truck, also over the road, and again over the road, just leaving the house after the holidays. So it's been a little rough, but I'm sticking with it, and basically just being optimistic and trying to be mindful of how maintenance could offset some of those taxes that we might owe from running earlier in the year. Now, you might not agree with that, or you might understand that that's not on me. But that's what my thinking is, because yeah, I do pay my own taxes. I have been paying my own taxes, so I kind of got an idea of what basically what I can write off and what I'm gonna encounter come tax time. Yeah, man. With that being said, all is good. I'd be lying to you if I didn't tell you that I wasn't looking for another carrier to go to, and yeah, I mean, what, 3 weeks before Christmas? Wow, But right now, I'm just, I'm just surviving. Really, I'm not at my wits end with this truck. I know how this truck can run when it is running, and so far it's been good to me. Besides what it might seem like, man, I know that might sound horrible, being in the shop so many times and having these things done, but just from a mechanical outlook on things and a standpoint, I'm not a mechanic, and I'm just a truck driver, but just trying to get some understanding of what the truck has going on with it, and that's been interesting because it's easy just to quit. It's easy just to throw in a towel when things get tough, as my buddy puts it. And I owe it to myself, my family, to try to give this an honest and fair chance. And they gave me a chance, and so I'm giving it an honest and fair chance. But at some point, something's got to give. And I know other situations are not as severe as others, and some are. And at this rate, I can tolerate it. At this rate, I'm just dealing with it, man. As the time is going on, as the weeks are going on, as the days are sliding by, kind of just dealing with it as it comes. And I believe that's all you really can do. So stay motivated, stay self-motivated, and and be in some type of faith, and be optimistic about, and be hopeful about what could potentially come out of this, or how it could pay off, or how it's beneficial, or going to profit, after this, how it's going to be profitable, a good move for you. Some people have stuff wrong with their truck, and they don't ever, get things taken care of, and they never get it looked at. I understand why. And I respect that idea, but at the same time, just for the longevity, and just for the sake, for the longevity of the truck, and for the sake of business, I think it's wise. It's a wise decision to make, to go ahead and spend dollars on the truck, putting dollars into the truck, putting dollars back into the business, because you can write that stuff off. And to my understanding, that's one of the best write-offs too, the money that you put back into these semi trucks. And yeah, man, that's pretty much been it right now.
In the meantime, it's time to hit the gym, man. We've been in this hotel for about 4 or 5 days now, since Tuesday. It's Friday, and we're gonna be here till Tuesday of next week. They just told me basically that they got the estimate for what's going on, and pretty much why the truck wouldn't start, because something's wrong with the ground, and so they gotta redo the wiring for the ground, and they don't want to replace the harness because they're out of stock. So they're just gonna redo all the wiring, which is cool with me. And after that, they also on top of that, the forward rear differential is leaking, and they wanted to just top it off once they get the truck running, once they do the overlay, making sure no problems with holding power, and they do all the tests for that. They wanted to just top off basically the gear oil or lube, whatever it is, inside the differential, and send me on my way. I asked them if they can clean it up. Once they get the truck started, clean up the leak where they think it's leaking at, and then go take it for a little test drive, warm everything up, see if it's still leaking. And the guy said, okay, but I'm still gonna send you 2 quotes. I can do one. I can just top it off for $2,500. But if we gotta go in there and reseal it, then it's gonna be $3,800. So I was like, why is there so much? And he basically said they got to take everything apart. I thought that they could reseal it with it still attached. Shows you how much I know. Now they basically got to take it off the axles and take off the drive shaft. Also take it apart from the axles, and along with something else. Basically just take the whole thing off to get to it to be able to reseal it. But here goes some pictures of what they shown me, where the leak is and where it could be. What y'all think? And when I asked him about it just needing to be tightened down, he said, nah, it definitely needs to be resealed.
This energy, I got too much going on to worry about my enemies. All this stuff you talking, I can tell it's really jealousy. On that higher frequency, won't let you get the best of me.